Most people think dog walking is just taking a dog around the block. But in Beverly Hills, some dogs have personal chefs, luxury cars, and celebrity owners. Today, we're talking to a professional dog walker who works with some of the most famous pets in Los Angeles. Welcome to What Do You Actually Do? The podcast where we explore real jobs and learn English through conversation. I'm your host, Alex. Today we are talking to Mia. Mia is a professional dog walker for some of the most famous pets in Beverly Hills. Mia, welcome to the show.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
We are so curious to hear about your job. So let's start at the beginning. How does a person become a dog walker for celebrities?
Well, it wasn't my plan. I have always loved dogs, and I started walking dogs for my neighbors just to earn a little extra money when I was younger. Exactly. Then I moved to Los Angeles for a different job, but that didn't work out. I needed to make money, so I started offering dog walking services in my new neighborhood.
Okay, so it started as a small job. And your neighborhood was Beverly Hills?
Not at first. I lived near there. I put up flyers and I made a simple website. My first client was a nice family with a golden retriever. They loved my work and they told their friends about me.
So it grew by word of mouth. People recommending you to other people.
Yes, word of mouth is so important. One of my clients had a friend who was a personal assistant for a famous actor. She needed someone reliable to walk the actor's 2 French bulldogs. She called me, we had a trial walk, and they hired me. After that, I started getting more calls from other high-profile people.
That's amazing. It sounds like a dream for a dog lover. Can you walk us through a typical day? What does it look like?
My day starts very early. I wake up around 6 a.m. and check my schedule. My first pickup is usually around 8 a.m. I have a special van that is safe for transporting dogs.
And you pick up several dogs at once?
Yes, I take them out in small, friendly groups. We call it a pack walk. It's very important that the dogs in a group get along with each other. I spend a lot of time making sure their personalities match.
Right. So a very calm dog might not enjoy being with a super energetic dog.
Exactly. Once I have my first group, maybe 4 or 5 dogs, we head to a nice park or a quiet, beautiful neighborhood in Beverly Hills. I check that all their leashes and harnesses are secure. Some dogs just need a simple collar, but for smaller dogs or strong dogs, a harness is safer.
You handle a lot of different dog breeds, right? From tiny Chihuahuas to big Labradors?
Oh, yes. Every breed has a different kind of energy and different needs. Poodles are very smart and need a lot of mental stimulation. Beagles love to sniff everything. I have to understand dog behavior to keep them happy and safe. The walk is not just for exercise, it's also a time for training and socializing.
It sounds like you have to be a dog psychologist sometimes.
A little bit. After the morning walk, I drop the dogs back home, take a short break, and then I start with my second group of the day.
I'm sure that working with celebrity clients must lead to some funny situations. Do you have a story you can share with us?
Oh, definitely. There is one story that always makes me laugh. I walk a tiny Pomeranian for a very famous pop star. A Pomeranian is a very small, fluffy dog. This dog's name is Titan.
Titan? That's a big name for a little dog.
It is. And Titan thinks he is a huge guard dog. He has this big, fierce bark, but he's just a little ball of fur. He tries to protect me from everything. Falling leaves, garden gnomes, anything he finds suspicious.
A brave protector.
The funniest moment was one afternoon, we were walking past these very expensive, shiny cars. Titan saw his own reflection in the side of a black Rolls Royce. He didn't realize it was him. He thought it was another dog challenging him.
Oh no!
He stood there for 5 solid minutes, barking at himself in the car door. Just barking and barking, People were stopping and staring. I was trying so hard not to laugh out loud. I eventually had to pick him up and carry him away. He was still trying to bark over my shoulder.
That is hilarious. A tiny dog fighting his own reflection in a Rolls Royce. That feels like a very Beverly Hills story. It sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm sure there are challenges. What are the difficult parts of your job?
It really is. The owner thought it was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. It's not always easy. The biggest challenge is safety. I'm responsible for these animals. Managing multiple dogs at once can be hard. If one dog gets scared or overly excited, it can affect the whole group.
I can imagine. 4 or 5 leashes can get tangled easily.
Yes, you have to be very organized. Also, you have to be aware of your surroundings all the time. Cars, other dogs, people, and in Beverly Hills, the homes are very expensive, with perfect gardens. You have to be very respectful and make sure the dogs are too.
Right. These aren't just pets. They're like family members to the owners, and you have to keep them safe.
Exactly. The trust my clients place in me is huge. That responsibility is the hardest and also the most important part of the job.
That makes sense. Let's talk a little about the business side of things. Can you make a good living as a professional dog walker?
You can, especially in an area like this. Dog walkers usually charge per walk per dog. So if you walk a group of 4 dogs for an hour, you earn 4 times the single dog rate.
And I imagine wealthy clients are willing to pay more for excellent, reliable service.
That's true. They want the best for their pets. So if you are professional, dependable, and really good with their dogs, it can become a successful business. It's not just a hobby, it's a real job that you can build into a company.
So, for our listeners, especially those who love dogs, what advice would you give to someone who wants to become a professional dog walker?
First and foremost, you must genuinely love animals and be very patient. That's the most important thing. Then, I would say start small. Offer to walk dogs for your friends or neighbors to get experience.
Build your confidence.
Yes, and learn about dog behavior. Read books, watch videos. The more you know, the better you will be at your job. Also, it's a business, so you should be professional. Be on time, communicate well with the owners, and get insurance.
Insurance, that's a great point for safety. That is fantastic advice. Well, we've learned today that being a professional dog walker, especially in a place like Beverly Hills, is much more than just a walk in the park. It's a real business that requires skill, responsibility, and managing some very funny animal personalities.
Absolutely. It protects you, the owner, and the dog. Building trust is key. A good reputation is everything in this business.
Mia, thank you so much for sharing your story and your job with us today. It was fascinating.
It was my pleasure, Alex. Thanks for having me.
Next time on What Do You Actually Do, we're talking about one of the most unusual and difficult jobs you can imagine, a crime scene cleaner. We'll learn what it takes to handle such a challenging job and what they really find when they arrive.